pitiful. Like, yeah, I've tested her healing numerous times.
Oh, finally. Got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. I don't, here's the thing. I don't want Paramount because Paramount just sacked off like 1,000 people. Like they're not gunning for it in the way that I want them to be going for it. I hope Paramount doesn't get it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. The thing with Netflix though is they have a lot of money. And Paramount and Comcast don't. As much as people want to believe Paramount has a lot of money right now, they don't because they've just acquired so many different companies. They're actually not doing, they're fine, but at the same time, they've spent so much money in the past that I don't know if they have sustainable income and they're going to start cutting employees. And I think that's a problem with that. And I worry that they're going to cut a lot of the gaming division. Yeah, but I mean, that's just because they can make it easy doesn't mean the company can sustain itself. That's another whole nother thing in its purview, is that just because it's easy to acquire it, it doesn't mean it's easy to sustain it. And at the same time, they have to, allow it to make money, which, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they haven't put out good stuff in a very long time, so that also worries me. That worries me. There's so many things about that deal that worries me.
So many things.
At least Netflix has the cashola to deal with it.
Yeah, but Netflix's games, I'd rather Crunchyroll buy it.
Yeah, but at least they also pay them though. That's my other thing, is they still sustain them. I mean, my worry is that right now Warner Brothers, I was reading on the Discord that Warner Brothers doesn't prioritize their mobile market, right? And so what's ending up happening right now is I have a feeling that in this game, they're just diverting, the developers to other things. And so when this should be their money, like this is a moneymaker. This is an easy moneymaker. Oh man, my team just got massacred.
So you said you're pushing stages now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at 54-6 right now.
Ooh, dang. Yeah, I got stuck on 52.
52 is hard. 52, I had to do a lot of moving things around. 52-30 with, you know what 52-30 is?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my favorite combo of Lex Luthor and Damien. The best combo in the world.
That one's not too bad. You have to have a really good Deathstroke, though. Otherwise, kind of gets...
Yes, but the issue comes in is that you end up running into him just one-shotting everyone, which is really, really problematic.
Right.
Appreciate you. Thanks, honey. I think that's I always just find that because even with, so what I end up doing is I put Mr. T in the back slot so that Damien will do 50% less damage when he ults. Mm-hmm. That was still one-shotting my characters.
Big oof. Yeah, Damien,
yeah,
on
like
the computer,
at 50% damage reduction, he I kid you not, at 50% damage reduction, he one-shot my Hal Jordan. Let that sink in. One shot my Hal Jordan. My 1.4 mil power Hal Jordan. He one shot him. I was like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I've tried a couple different teams, but I think I got to level up a little bit more.
Okay, so here, Grifter, let me show you. So this is what mine shows. So I'm at 300 now, so everybody can see it. Here's my level matrix. We'll talk about it later. Here's what it looks like for me, right? Now, if I go to a level, my Weasel level matrix doesn't even let me level him up. See? So if I go to so Weasel is level 1, he's not on the level matrix. I hit the level button, straight up takes me right here. I can't do anything with it. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Mine doesn't let me. Oh, it is. Let me reduce. Hold on. That's because I'll bring you down a little bit. All right. So now let's see this. Superhero, can you try chatting again? I reduced your volume a little bit.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys can.
How's that, guys? Does that sound better? Because I did reduce the volume. I had a lot higher, and that might have been a problem. I was worried it was going to be like too loud. Let's see if that fixes. Does that sound better, y'all? See what they say. Okay, can I ask why we have a banner for Sinestro and now a deal for him when other legendaries haven't? Again, these are wonderful questions that we'll talk about today about the monetization of this game. Like, why is Sinestro here right now? I don't know. Like, why would you sell Sinestro? My big thing is I'm waiting to see what they do on day 7 because we're at day 6 right now, and that's Sinestro. They're leveling up characters past 300 for the missions. You save. When you're going for the leveling, you just save. You have to save. You have to save an immense amount of resources. You need to save something like 500,000 titanium, and then something like an immense amount of XP. You just save. You unfortunately save your levels for when you're gonna do the missions. All right, you ready to talk through this superhero?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, bud.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. So we're gonna run through, and then you guys can chime in as we go, and talk pose questions in the chat. Let us know what you think about what we're saying, and we'll piggyback off what chat's saying. We'll piggyback off what each other is saying, and we want this just to be an open space of discourse for what's happening in the game, and general takes on what's going on, our reflection on the past season, because the season is essentially over now. There's not much. I mean, they could drop. They could drop something cray that we are not even thinking about. Which, I mean, that would be great. Do I expect that? No.
Yeah, I think we still got 2 more weeks in this season, so expect another
two?
banner.
I thought it was 3. Am I wrong?
2 or 3. But I would expect another banner. We're still getting the reinforcement, so expect some things to come for the rest of the season, but maybe not anything crazy.
I want content. I just want content. I don't want banners. I want content. I think we can start this conversation off. I mean, we'll start wherever we really want.
Yeah.
But let's start with a review. Let's start with just talking about the season. All right, let's start with you because I started last time. What is your general review of the season?
Okay, so I guess I should start with my initial thoughts, right? So my initial thoughts on this, going into the season, especially with all of the stuff that we've been putting out, saying hey, you guys need to fix the game. You need to fix the game. This is looking bad. This and this and this. I was expecting some changes this season, which we didn't get. But as my initial expectation, I was hoping they would come in and maybe start fixing things and updating things and doing some more stuff in the game. And then they actually didn't do this at all. So, and all we got realistically was a couple new characters, and that's about it. Again, we're having the same problem that we did the previous season, where all they did was add characters, nothing really exciting. I mean, granted, I think the Peacemaker team and Aquaman kind of changed the game a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I agree. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Now the first half of the season, so it's hard to say that there was value in the first half of the season. I think the best thing to come out at the beginning of the season was Cheshire.
100%.
Best thing to come out of there. I mean, she's a unit that we were all missing that we really wanted. But other than that, I mean, we really didn't get a whole lot of value this season.
I agree. I think for me, I was having this thought. I agree with the grifter here, that where are these fusion events? I think for me, there's a lot of issues with the free to play acquisition of characters in this game. It is too difficult to get characters. And once you get a shard of the character, then it can get a little bit easier. But because then you have eighth metals and different ways to acquire the characters, right? But there's a lot of time gated that's locked. And I think for me too is that I do think Cheshire did push the meta. I actually think Cheshire is probably one of the most broken characters we've ever seen in this game.
Yeah,
I actually think she is
very slightly, right? She didn't change the game, but she added to it, right? She wasn't a huge game changer.
I would push.
Go ahead.
I said, I'm going to push this. I think because she's an assassin, she creates a very unique situation where your backline can be very exposed very quickly. She can outright just kill Like I've seen her just almost 1 to 2 shot of Wonder Woman, which is absolutely insane, right? When you consider Wonder Woman's damage reduction and all these different things. Granted, I will say this, my Cheshire is badge 30. And so she auto crits now, right? Like she hits like a hammer. And I think in that regard, I think she's very good. But at the same time, I agree with you. I don't think she made me push the meta. I think, she took someone's place. I do think she did take the place of Deathstroke. I still think Deathstroke's very good. I just think that, but again, it comes to this idea of like, she's just kind of like replacing a little bit. I think she's more of like a horizontal-ish upgrade, but not like a crazy upgrade. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's just more tanky than him. I always ran into the issue of my Deathstroke. He just kind of died. If he got targeted by an assassin, he was gone. With her, she's got a lot more immunity because of her Shadow Shroud. She's just Deathstroke with Shadow Shroud. That's essentially like, what is she? She's Deathstroke with Shadow Shroud.
Well, I think what makes her really unique is that dodge mechanic. Dodge was something
I love the dodge.
So, yeah, dodge wasn't something I was really expecting in the game. So essentially, once she gets going, like after I think it's her second turn, she actually activates it. But once she gets going, she has like 2, maybe 3 turns of immunity where she like just can't be killed or attacked. Like it's actually pretty insane. So
I will say this:
in that sense, it makes her a better character than Deathstroke. But I still think in certain situations, Deathstroke is more viable, especially against like shield type enemies. Just because of the way bleed works against shield, it's just a better counter to a shield type of enemy.
I can see that.
Like she is absolutely insane. And as soon as she like, if you guys haven't pulled her yet, as soon as she gets into the normal banners, you definitely need to start working on her. She's really going to help you guys push Evil Falls. She's going to help you push story content. She's an amazing character. Probably the best character that came out of the season.
I'd actually say, and this might be a hot take, besides DCU Superman, who got buffed, I actually think she's the best character that's come out in the past since Global launched.
I don't know. Aquaman's pretty cancer.
Okay, I forgot about Aquaman. I actually legit forgot about Aquaman. I think her and Aquaman are my 2 favorites.
Right. Yeah, well, they all fill different roles. So it's like, in a way, it's hard to compare them. But like, if we're talking about like, she has been the most impactful DPS that we've gotten so far in the game, for sure.
Yeah, she's also one of the only ones we've gotten, like, in a way. Sorry.
Yeah.
They don't give a lot out. We got 2 legendaries this season, and Epic is a highlight that says a lot. I mean, I will say this. So to David's point, R9 Chesh adds bleed. Yeah, and R10 Chesh scales off of it. Her ult at rank 10 is crazy. I would agree. I think so. This brings up that let's talk about the other character that got released recently.
I want to add on to his point. That's a good thing that an epic character came out and was really, really good. That's showing that like the game is. I don't want to say it's becoming more free to play friendly, but that's a free to play friendly option for a lot of people to be able to carry their 100%. Account. So to say that the legendary should have been more powerful or the legendary should have been a better choice. That's not always the case, and it shouldn't always be the case. We do need epics in the game so that free-to-play players can continue to progress or get stronger characters.
I agree, 100%. I think that it's okay that an epic is better than a legendary, and I actually like that an epic is better than a legendary because that just sets a tone that like. The thing about legendaries is they need higher stats. That's the point about a legendary is I think in the long run, they will be stronger because they get access to badge 40. That will automatically make them let's be real about that. Like an epic will only be able to go to badge 30. A legendary will be able to go to badge 40. Who will ever be able to get a badge 40 legendary? That's another question entirely. But I don't have a single badge 31, but that's the moral of that story is.
Right.
Well, they should be. I think
realistically, you're not really taking characters to badge 40 unless you're completely wailing on the game.
100%.
The amount of badge material it takes you to go to rank 40, you could upgrade 3 or 4 different legendary characters to badge 30, and it's kind of a waste. The stat growth isn't super amazing. Like it can help, but it's not super amazing. So. Like to take characters to badge 40 is almost unrealistic unless you're completely wailing out on the game and trying to be rank 1 in every.
This also brings up another issue with stats that I'm actually noticing. I'm actually going to bring this up in a few minutes because I want to show this when I can do this right now. So I want to show people because this is why I wanted to run this. So I'm going to show something. Let's forfeit this. Okay. So if we look at, I don't know if you can see my stream right now. So for the longest time, my whatchamacallit team, my Mr. T team has been my most like my strongest team, bar none, right? Like it is without a doubt my strongest team.
Right.
But what's happening here is that I have not, once I got Hal to rank 10, I have not pushed him again because I was working on my 8th medals for other characters, yada, yada, yada. I've only ever pulled 2 copies of Hal, by the way. I got lucky, my weekly recruitment after I stopped. That was my last one ever was Hal. And then I used my, whatchamacallit on him, super fan pack.
Mm-hmm.
I have not pulled any more Hals. Right? Like I've never gotten, so I'm trying to read chat while we're at it. And I think here's the thing with Hal, or I think about legendaries, is I haven't been able to push him past this point because it's 200 shards, right? They like the moral of what I'm trying to get at is they don't give out enough 8th medals. 8th medals, I'm 5 months into the game and I still have 5 ranks on my Hal Jordan, who I've invested heavily in. In that time, my other teams, like, look, my SAC team is only 100k power under that, and my block team, which is relatively new, with a 9-star, rank 9, what's his name, Swamp Thing, and a rank 10 Cheshire, who are relatively new, pushed this account like it's at 6,000. But this team's power hasn't changed dynamically since then.
Right. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I don't know. So like realistically, you're only looking at rank 11.
Yeah.
Especially like right now. I mean, the game's still considered quote unquote new. So like you're not, unless you're like super whale, like you're only looking at rank 11 to get the +5 levels once you hit 300. And then other than that, like you don't really care. Plus the stat growth at rank 11 is super insignificant. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Rank 11 through 15 is basically so you could just get the +5 levels for your entire account. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like stats, White Lantern. So White Lantern has some pretty terrible stats if we're looking at him.
He does.
I
can actually, so can I show you? I can actually do a direct comparison for him right now because I can show similar investment. So people were saying that like, oh, he needs to be the same rank as Hal and he needs to have the same. So my Hal and him have pretty much the exact same gear, by the way. So if we look at my Hal, he has 275,000 attack right now. And if we look at my White Lantern Kyle, he only has 251,000 with the exact same power level. So Hal, they both have about 1.4. Actually, my Kyle is a little bit stronger by just a smidge, but they're both sitting about 1.4 mil. And he's sitting at almost 25k less attack. That's noticeably different.
Well, okay, so we can take that into consideration, but we also have to look at like the multipliers on abilities and things like that too. So I think I got into a discussion with somebody on Discord about it where they were talking about Batman maybe being stronger or weaker than Kyle. And I was like, look, I think Kyle might be stronger just because his multipliers are a lot more. And they were like, well, Batman does multiple hits. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit down and do the math on this. So like, we're going to agree to disagree right now. Like I might do the math later, but like, I just didn't want to get into it, but we have to take into account that like there is multipliers. There is certain things in the game that actually can boost, like for Kyle doing like massive amounts of damage is due to his multiplier plus being on the Mr. T team as well, getting that, what is it, the 50% superpower damage boost. Like he just absolutely insane when it comes to the Mr. T team. He has a hard time fitting really anywhere else in the game though for me. I really haven't found, I found maybe a couple of teams that he kind of works in, but like there's always a better option than Kyle. Kyle's just not really feeling super great right now. Which is fine, but like canonically, I know a lot of people will argue the canonic version of the character being stronger than, pretty much everybody in the game.
But then by that logic, like Riddler is going to be the weakest character in the game.
Every time they release like a dark side or something, they're just going to be so overpowered that like,
Or
it
Doomsday
doesn't
will
it
never die.
yeah, it doesn't match up with how the game's designed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's the canonically, that's just that'll never work. That argument, I hate to say it, but that argument should never be unfortunately, because then by that logic, Batman should be weak.
Right.
Unless he's in like his god armor or something.
So you have the poison team.
Yes.
What ranks you got the poison team? I know you have Cheshire
Okay,
at
so
10.
Cheshire's 10, Swamp is 9, Penguin 10, so Penguin 10, badge 30, um, Cheshire's 10, badge 30, what's her name? Rank 8, Dr. Poison, badge 10, and then Swamp Thing is badge 20, rank 9.
Thanks, T. Yeah. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the poison team? Like, how do they perform together versus not together, I guess?
Here's the issue. It all comes back to Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is not a tank. I'm going to say this season, I actually don't like that they labeled him as a tank in his current kit. I actually don't think he's a tank at all. He is a support. This man heals like there is no tomorrow. He has insane healing. Like, he heals more than like Flash and everybody.
Yeah.
He is insane in his healing. And then he's giving like sturdy armor. I think it's sturdy armor. It's the defense one. Yeah, it's sturdy armor. I forget. It's always there's firm stand is the block one, right?
Yeah.
Sturdy. He gives sturdy armor. He does so much support that it is crazy, and I don't know why he's labeled as a tank.
Well, it's the same thing with like Aquaman, right? Aquaman. I mean,
Yeah,
he
but I mean,
can work
Aquaman
as
has
a tank, but he's not. He's more of a support.
Yeah, I just wish Swamp Thing had something else to that though. Like the fact that Swamp Thing doesn't like Swamp Thing is Aquaman without that passive where he gets all the stuff from Mara.
In a way, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to get at is imagine Aquaman without that last line where he gets Mara's buffs. That's what Swamp Thing is right now.
I don't know. I think Aquaman has more utility than Swamp Thing does.
Oh, I agree. What I'm trying to say is what I'm trying to get at is they're both like utility tanks, but the fact is, yeah, there we go. So Brainbug said it best. They are both good supports, not good tanks, unless Aquaman's with Mara.
Right.
Swamp Thing can grant
I think Swamp
15
Thing
stacks of sturdy armor.
performs pretty well as an off tank, honestly. Especially if you're going up against
my issue
teams
is
that
I've seen
have
gets
like
one shot.
Well, I mean, so the point that we're getting at in the game, everything's going to start getting one shot. Like it's from what I've heard from the older players of the game. Like once you start getting up into like the 50s and stuff, like your character's going to get one shot regardless. Your goal for that type of game style after that is how fast can you kill them before they kill you. It's
100%.
It's more of a battle of I need to outspeed everything so I can one shot it, or it's going to one shot me. That's pretty much how like the end of the game starts working. Until then,
David brought up
go ahead.
David brought up a point here. He's like, crazy Swamp Thing can grant 15 stacks of sturdy armor to everyone and still squishy. I see what you're saying, but the other issue is that he has no inherent damage reduction for himself, right? So that's where the issue comes in. Is like he's giving it to everybody else, but he himself is not doing anything. I think one thing I would have liked Swamp Thing to have is he should just have a revive. Because he's literally like unkillable. So I don't understand why he doesn't have like a revive. You know what I mean? Like a cheat death ability, something. I think, I mean, I'm not gonna people. Here's my issue that I run into with him is that his lack of damage reduction. There are instances where he just outright gets murked for me, but his healing is so good that he will survive back up. I just struggle to have like, if he can survive the onslaught of attacks, then he's good. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. You put him up against a Superman DCU, he can tank pretty well.
That's true. That's also yes.
Not a lot of characters can.
But he does counter Superman.
He's a good tank against attrition battles. So like characters that do poison, bleed, burn. Like he's going to perform very well against those teams. The problem is he doesn't have like physical damage or super damage reduction in his kit to be able to survive against like pretty much anything else. Yeah.
If he had crit damage reduction, I'd be good. Now, I don't even need him to have the other ones.
A team I'm looking at, honestly, is maybe something with like Peacemaker and him on the same team. I'm starting to think tanks are becoming a lot more necessary.
Oh yeah,
Like you want your
I know
character super
people.
tanky all the time. Like
Uh,
I think the only character that I'm feeling is going to start like still perform well as I get farther into the game is going to be like well, the debuff team, obviously, because their whole idea is to push back action bar, which makes it so the other team doesn't work at all or doesn't take any turns. But Cheshire, I mean, Cheshire having,
oh yeah, 100%. Cheshire will be great.
yeah,
Ever.
having multiple phases of like immunity basically is really good. But I'm starting to feel like tanks are what's actually going to start pushing us. But
Oh, 100%.
I think they kind of messed up on releasing these characters as tanks. I think Peacemaker should have been possibly
Damage
a
dealer.
support, and so should have Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing should have been a support, but they have
Here's
to
what I
fill the
actually
roles, right?
they should have switched what's his name's Peacemaker and Vigilante's passives.
Oh yeah. That was grand.
That
That's
actually would
grand.
have Peacemaker would have been broken. He would have been great.
100%.
They should have
I
made
still think
Eagly
Peacemaker's
the
great.
reinforcement.
He's not your frontline tank.
Yeah,
In a lot of situations,
he's a great damage dealer.
Yeah, he does good damage. The fragile stack is amazing. Like, I think a lot of people are still sleeping on fragile, but it is amazing.
It'll crush people. It'll do work. It'll do a lot of work.
And their whole thing about gaining strong attack and like, they do so much damage. This is the next team I'm working on because I really want to see them at their full capability. And I feel like it's not going to be a terrible investment for me. The only one I'm kind of iffy about is Vigilante, but I can get over that.
The only one he's like whatever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even though he's like one of my favorite characters in the show, it was like he's okay.
I just don't think he does enough damage. He should have done more damage. His multiplier.
His auto's amazing.
Yes.
Auto's amazing.
Yeah.
Advanced skill is amazing. Everything else not amazing.
I don't know. I don't even like his advanced skill a whole lot. Like the AoE damage is nice, but it's not anything special.
Yep, I agree. And then what Holloway said here is the Love Street Kid team is good. I just don't resonate with the characters, which is also great too. If you don't resonate with them,
yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, I think most people just play the game for fun. I highly doubt there's very many people that are actually trying to like compete meta wise. I mean, it's nice to have meta characters so you can push content or get higher scores and things, but I think most people are just either playing for fun or just playing to have like a decent account and continue, progressing.
100%.
Yeah. And those characters will come back eventually. They'll be put into the general pool. Like you'll have chances again, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yep. Wait, let me ask you this.
Ooh.
So we've talked about the characters. Okay, let's talk about the other character, the character we were kind of chatting about. And I want to kind of finish this conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a lot of discourse about Kyle in the last week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on him?
So I don't think he's quote unquote shit. I think he's decent and is a good substitution if you don't have some of the more top tier single target DPS.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem with him is I don't think he does enough. Like he has like damage. Technically, it's damage reduction because of the block and everything in his kit, like built into his kit, but it doesn't do anything for him. Like he looks like he wants to be a hybrid front row DPS that does massive PP damage with his single target attacks. But then when we look at him in game, he does neither of those. So I agree. It's hard to say. And granted, we've only had 2 weeks to test him at most. So that, and not only that, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I think you have him completely built up, but I don't. So when I'm testing him, I'm looking at rank 8, where my account is sitting right now. I'm looking at everything has to be rank 10, at least badge 20, to actually do anything in the game. So if it's not there, it's very difficult for me to test, and I have to assume about what he's going to look like in the future compared to actually knowing what he does as it stands.
Yeah.
So it's a little
100%.
bit harder for me to test the characters. I think I did get a good overall like review of him out there. I did take a little bit longer than you and some of the other content creators on putting out what we thought about him. And that's because I really wanted to test him and make sure like I was looking at things correctly and trying him in different types of teams, which is fine. I mean, I understand like the YouTube game's all about, getting that content out there, and doing that. So like I understand completely like you're going to get your initial thoughts out there, you're going to try to get those guides out there immediately. But I was looking for more of like, man, like if I see the thing is if I tell people to like pull on something, I don't want them to come back and be like, hey, this character is shit. Why did you tell me to pull on them? I don't want that to happen. So I mean, I try to take a little bit more time with my guides and really try to like test them in every single game mode, and then kind of predict what they're going to look like at badge 10 or badge 30, rank 10. So, Mr. J, thanks.
I agree. I agree. I've also been trying to get these characters. Like, I think one thing I'm trying to do now is get them to rank 10 badge 30 as fast as I can, which has also been quite challenging, because that is a lot of resources. And
that's a lot of money too. Jesus.
Yeah. And I will say this, at badge 30, rank 10, he is very different than I think other ranks.
Is he tankier at badge 10 or badge 30, rank 10? Or does he just do more damage?
Stat increases, but is he tankier? I don't think he's tankier.
Okay.
I don't think he just becomes, what happens at badge 30 is that he becomes usable on because he only needs 2 stacks of frantic.
He becomes usable where?
Unlike he needs everywhere. Like he becomes like a general character you can just throw on everything because he only needs 2 stacks of frantic.
Okay.
So he can proc his own stuff very quickly. Like he essentially.
So like that's what I thought. I thought he became like more of a plug and play type character at rank 30 or dang it, rank 10 badge 30. So I guess my thought on it was correct. So it's good to know.
Yeah. What I do now is I just run him on the sacrifice team because he gets so much strong attack from Aquaman and Constantine that he becomes a nightmare to deal. Like then that team actually deals with his issue, and then I have him his general crit is actually sitting because of all the frantic stacks that he's getting from his auto. He's usually sitting about 80 to 90% crit rate with me, and then when he procs his Chaos Crystal, that also is a cheat code to triggering. Even if you don't have him at badge 30, it's a cheat code to getting him to be have his first 2 ults be.
Yeah, artifacts are super important. Super important.
Yeah. And this artifact is actually, I have a tier 3 now, so it also gives 15% crit. So he is always sitting at about close to like 80 to 90% crit.
Nice.
When it's procced, he's sitting at 100% crit.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So like when I was thinking about him, I was like, I thought he would work well in the sacrifice team. The only problem is I don't have the sacrifice team well built. So when I was playtesting them, I was like, this team doesn't feel great. And it's probably just because he doesn't not incredibly invested in.
As much as I like the Batman team with him on it, I think just the sacrifice team is overall better because you're getting like he's sitting at 3 to 4 stacks regularly of strong attack, which is like 40% increased attack, right? So then he's sitting at 250% attack. What 40% of that's like he's sitting around 300 to 400k HP attack. Have options for theory craft. I mean, I agree with David. So he's saying there's options. He's glad that there's options for theory crafting right now, and I agree. But I think all of this is fine and dandy, which leads us. Can I lead? I'm gonna bounce around a little bit because I think Kyle brings up a much bigger issue.
Okay.
That we can talk about. And Kyle is representative of a thing is we have a tool to a problem we don't have.
You said he brought in a tool that we don't have, or
he is a
problem
tool.
We don't have?
Yes. What I mean by this is we don't have content that he's required for. I'm not saying that there should be content that he's required for, but what I'm trying to get at is like we come back to a content issue.
You're not wrong in that.
What's up?
You're not wrong with that. There should be content. for us to be doing.
Yeah, and because he and Hal share very similar roles. Hal is very much like he wants to end someone, and then he gets more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle is very similar to this, right? But it begs this bigger question of why is he here? Like, why is he here? Why is he here? I don't understand his point right now. And I think for me, that's an issue, is that we're getting all of these characters, but there's no content to run them in.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, I just did a cover on Reaper's post, and basically he's saying the exact same thing that you are, and I completely agree with him.
I read that. I read the post. I watched the video.
We're getting brand new characters that look good, that could be tested in different game modes and stuff. But what are they actually doing for the game? We're not getting any content that requires certain characters to be used. We're not getting any content that is pushing the game in a direction where power creep may be needed. Because, like, I mean, power creep's inevitable in every single game. Like, they're going to release stronger and stronger characters, which, I mean, technically we haven't really seen yet. I mean, some of the characters might be more powerful or do more, but they're not needed. Every single character that we have in the game already is enough to clear all the content in the game. So why are we getting new characters, but we're not getting new game modes, or they're requiring certain teams or certain characters to be used in certain game modes? They're kind of just, we already have everything that we need already in the game. There's no point in releasing new characters until we get new content that requires those new characters.
What I think frustrates me the most right now, okay, so I got Rune Master. I think what fixed the needs without tweaking his stats is basic attack needs to be attacking the lowest HP. I agree with that change. So one thing, I'm going to come back to his point about him, but I think I'm going to do two connecting ideas here. So he's saying that his basic should hit the lowest HP enemy, and I agree. I think you should be really scared of Kyle. Like, if one of your characters loses HP, you should be scared that he's sitting there. That's what my general take is like, oh God, I have someone under 50% HP, and then Kyle, you should be very scared that he's there.
Well, yeah. So I think if they're going,
should be like, oh God.
I think if they're going to design a character that kind of looks like they're meant to focus on low HP targets, they should dedicate the full kit to doing that. Make them strong to a point where, like, if you know that Kyle is the guy that's going to take out low HP targets, then his whole kit needs to revolve around that. I think he does.
Yeah, I agree.
He does okay. Like, he's got really good healing and stuff, which is nice.
I like his attack, his turn meter advancement. I love that when someone crits.
Animations too. His animations are
so good. He's definitely the best looking character we have in the game.
Yeah, animation and stuff wise, yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. That, and he's kind of unique where he has like two different modes. Granted, once you get him to a certain rank, you'll never see one of those modes, but it's always cool to see like different mode transformations and stuff, which is something I think they can expand on in the future. I'm almost positive though that the company before Warner Brothers was the one that developed him. So
Newverse.
Yeah, so I'm almost positive that unless WB steps up their game and starts animating characters in a good way, because I think Aquaman was actually done by Warner Brothers. Just from looking at the animations and stuff, you can tell which characters are from which studio just from the animations and their gameplay style. It's kind of funny because it looks like we got two different two different companies working on the same game.
So David and Grifter bring up 2 points here.
Okay.
David is saying that they're releasing characters right now and they're going to require the game. They'll make more game modes later.
No.
Here's my think.
The game won't last that long.
That's one. Mm-hmm. The second is they already have game modes. Like, they had that really difficult mode. Why isn't that more of a reoccurring thing? Where is a tower mode? Where is, like, give us content to run these characters? Like, I agree with David, but the problem is that if if they're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, it's like, great, you're losing your player base. Like, you're bleeding your player base. Like, if you ask me next season, and I keep saying this, and maybe it's like that clown makeup, and this is also to the Grifter's point, because he's talking about where do we use them. like next season, really, they need to change things. Like they really, and I know we said that the last season, but I think, based on what I see with them, is they take a while to make some adjustments, right? Like we did get an epic pity, which is nice now. I do think they need to lower it. That probably won't happen, but at least it's there, which we've been saying, hey, we need an epic pity. They need to change the legendary pity, but we'll get into that in another conversation. But my point here is coming back to this is next season, it really needs to be about like returning players. Like they need to bring in players right now. They need to bring them back, give them a reason to come back, like have a, comeback reward, have a, crazy new hype character coming out. I don't know. And what I mean by new hype character is it's someone that makes people want to come back, and then the game modes are make them want to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just don't think it's going to happen.
I agree. I mean, unfortunately,
we're what, almost 6 months into the game at this point. All they've done is add characters. They haven't added anything really. The game's just been on a loop cycle to gain money from the player base, and then they're probably going to cut it. Like I don't know. I don't know when they'll cut it, but I would assume after they're all done with their content, they're going to cut it. It's going to be the same type of thing that they did with Suicide Squad, where they milked everybody, and then their seasons got cut short. I mean, the whole Suicide Squad game wasn't even finished. It wasn't finished.
That's true.
They ended it right at the Deathstroke season. There were supposed to still be like 2 more seasons after that, or 2 or 3 more seasons, and they were just like, "Nah, we're just gonna pull the plug. We're done." Like, what are we doing? What? People paid money to play your game. They paid for that DLC content. Granted, I understand that a lot of people refunded the game after they figured out what it was and didn't like it, but like people, like there was still people invested into the game. Like I'm one of them. Like I didn't mind Suicide Squad. I thought I just took it for what it was. I played the game as it was, but when they promised us you're going to get, 6 or 7 seasons of content, when realistically the content wasn't a whole lot. Like it was a couple new weapons, a couple new like sets or whatever, but they didn't really add anything to the game. They added like a short cutscene introducing the new character, and that was it. It was just like, bro, like you have to do more. You can't just release this like crap and expect your player bases to be nice, like, or to like stay. Like I don't know, man. It's really frustrating because like the DC IP can generate so much money just from the name itself. The only issue is they can't make a good game. They can't make it's not just making a good game. It's making a fair and fun game that people want to continue playing. This is like my whole issue with Warner Brothers right now is they've done this ever since the Arkham games finished. All their games have just been complete and utter trash. They're not fun. They don't engage the player enough. They want to try to milk as much money out of you as you can, and then they're just going to shut down the game. This is my entire problem with Warner Brothers. I don't understand why they can't just make a good, solid game for us.
I think the thing what for me, I hear your frustration, and I agree. And I think what's kind of sad is this game is actually very good. I actually think, like, from a gameplay standpoint, this game is very, very good. Listening to,
it's good to a certain extent.
I agree. I think there's what is the. I would say this game has a strong foundation.
Yeah. I would agree with the foundation.
I would say it actually has a phenomenal foundation.
The game itself still has a long way to go. Now, bugs and stuff, I understand. Like that happens when you introduce new things into a game without actually playtesting them or getting feedback on it from other players. Like I understand bugs. Bugs will happen. Like, yeah, it frustrates people, but like you got to understand, like coding and stuff, it's a lot more difficult than a lot of people make it, seem to be.
Yep. The
things that I can't stand are the lack of content, the lack of rotating events. Like there should be some type of event going every single week. By the way,
100%. There should never be a dead week. Like if there is a dead week, you have done something wrong. And for me, one of the things that I think a lot about is they already have the framework for a lot of this stuff. I just don't understand why they don't rotate it, right? Like where is the, like, every game right now, so I'm going to use Chaos Zero Nightmare as an example, right? They have really difficult content, right? Like it pushes you to want to make your character stronger because the game mode is so difficult, right? And I don't understand why they don't have like an infinity tower here, or remember, like they already did it once. They did it last season during the Peacemaker season where they had the that one mode where it was like you had it like, your character would die, and I thought it was a terrible mechanic. Um, but then it's just like, well, why aren't you rerunning a new like one of those like every other week or every couple of weeks, or have it a seasonal, and then you work on it as much as you can, but it would incentivize you to have more characters, right? So why isn't that in the game? Um,
DC has a
and then
great foundation.
there's a
whoever's
question about
running.
artifacts, which we'll get to, but
It's
I
not just the
think the
mobile
thing that
division though.
wait, sorry, say that again. What
So
happened?
Grand Theft Audio, he said, DC Worlds Collide has a great foundation. Whoever is running DC Mobile's division is bad. Oh, he just question mark. It's not. It's not just the mobile division. It's the
It's
entire
the whole gaming division.
the whole game division. The only thing that's been handled decently well is the Mortal Kombat series from NetherRealm. The NetherRealm games have been decent. I understand people have their complaints with like Mortal Kombat and Injustice and stuff, but those games have been pretty decent. They're fun. They have a lot of activities to do. Like the game is solid in my opinion. But everything that Warner Brothers themselves has released since the end of the Arkham series has been crap. We had Gotham Knights, which I'm not 100% sure if they actually developed it, but Gotham Knights was terrible. Suicide Squad was terrible. Any of the mobile games that DC has or that Warner Brothers has ever put out has been completely terrible. They just don't have a good like game development division anymore. I don't know what happened or why this is the case, but I mean that's what happened.
I think and I think one of the issues so Grifter brings up a good point here, and I agree with this point, is that, and I was going to bring this up in that I think the way that they're releasing characters too is just not free to play. Like one of the things that I really want to highlight about this game is I actually think from a gameplay standpoint, it's fine. From a management standpoint, it's not fine. Like the way it is being managed in how events are released, characters are released, all these things are released is truly just problematic. There is a lot of things that's kind of like shooting themselves in the foot. And what Grifter says here is played MSF for a month and can get most teams required to push events for free.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
I've been pushing MSF too. Like MSF, like I understand there's problems at the end game, but for like new people to play or like casual players, MSF is so free to play friendly. They just give you characters. The only thing that you're really waiting on in MSF is your gold kind of runs out pretty quickly if you're not like buying like the weekly battle pass and your gear. Like and once so like in MSF, like you just focus on your raid teams in the first. Like I know we're kind of getting off topic, but in MSF you just focus on your raid teams first, and then basically you grind out your raid teams, and then you start getting all the gear and stuff that you need. The only thing that you kind of lag on is gold, and that can be circumvented with a little bit of money spent. Like and even if you are free to play, it doesn't take incredibly long to get the gold to upgrade characters. MSF has it down. Now, MSF did struggle for a very long time when it first came out, and could be the similar case to this MSF. Game. Yeah, that could be the similar thing with this game as well. But it just depends on how long
different market
Warner Brothers actually wants to push this game, or the other thing is how many players are actually going to stay with the game. This is the biggest problem right now. Is we've had so many players drop off of the game that like. The only thing that's keeping it afloat is the people that are spending money. As soon as people stop spending money on the game, it's just going to die out. Game's over.
And I think what ends up happening is it comes down to, I always make this analogy of the carrot on the stick, right? And the thing is like, you should really want to push the whales to getting like rank 15 characters. Right now, that's just too unattainable for almost anyone, unless you're like a Kraken, right? Like, you're not getting a rank 15 character, but because the rate at which you're getting nth medals is too slow. But it comes back to this point of that, like, the one of the things I've been really thinking about for this game is I like to think of like solutions, right? And I had this idea. I was like writing this down a little while ago, and I thought, what would be interesting in this game is what if they gave one of the three new characters away for free and would always be the like. So in this season, why isn't Dr. Poison a free character?
I mean, would anybody want Dr. Poison?
Why wasn't Vigilante a free character? Why wasn't Guy the free character? So then the person has to then spend for a team synergy and the legendary. You give the third one away for free.
Yeah, so I like that idea. I just think they should, if they're gonna do it, they need to do it in like a calendar event. So
Yeah,
like
100%.
you log in all 30 days or however long the month is, and you get that.
You should get them to rank 8 for free.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I think you should just get them for rank 8. And because it's the character that's not fully needed. It's a character that complements the team. But you're going to be like, oh, I really like this character, so now I want to run the whole team.
Yeah.
That would like, and if you ask me, you get the free copy upon first login. So you get a rank 5 Vigilante day 1 of the season. Peacemaker comes out. You get then you summon for Peacemaker. Now you've got 2 of the characters, right?
Hold on.
And then as you log in,
Gotham Knights wasn't terrible. Wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was more like a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10 game is terrible, by the way.
I don't know if it's just there. And I think for like people like me, I don't have time. I'm not playing a 6 out of 10 game. Like, I'm gonna be real with you.
Like people who work, like Mr. Squirrel does, like 2 jobs and does content creation.
Dad,
like, he's not playing your open world games that is going to take you 80 hours to complete.
I will say this. Can I interject real quick? I am playing one open world game right now, but it's the only game I'm playing, and it's taking all my time. That's Dying Like the Beast, because I love zombie games.
Well, he's got.
But
one.
that's it. Like,
he's got
literally.
One, yeah.
I'm playing that game like every once in a while. Like, I literally play Chaos Zero Nightmare, and I play this, and that's all I play. Like, that's it. That's all I do, right? And then make content. And then, so here's the thing. So Grifter bring back so I agree. They need to bring back the Dolphins. They need to bring back the $1 deals. There's like, the thing about this game is they're removing monetization from the game. Like, here's the thing. I have the screen popped up right now in the store, and I look at these deals. Like, let's look at all these, like the deals, the Black Friday, because I'm looking at the Black Friday deals.
Oh yeah. What's new on Black Friday? Nothing.
Sinestro.
Buy Sinestro. Do yourself a favor. For $50, I don't know.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, he's good, but they just had a rate up on him.
Yeah, but not. I mean, there's still new players coming.
That was a couple.
I get them every day, but if you got some money to spend, do yourself a favor and get Sinestro.
I mean, my thing is I still think there are better teams. He himself is very good.
Nah, the debuff team is crazy. It's absolutely,
unless you're running the sack team.
Absolutely insane for PvE.
Oh, I agree. Now for PvE, yes. For PvP, it does struggle.
Oh, for PvP,
but,
yeah, you don't use them in PvP at all. They're not a PvP team. They're meant to push content, and they're.
But that's, I think,
used a lot in
Hot
game
City's
for
bringing up
walls and stuff.
I think what's my issue in this game, and Hot City, I'm going to kind of address this to your point, is that there's not a lot of free to play elements of this game. There's almost none. And in most games, something is free to play. Something is always free to play. There's resources that need to be free to play. Like, artifacts in this game are very paid. Like, you need to pay for them. Reinforcements are paid to play. There's so much that you need to pay, or that's based on a currency that is not relative free to play, right? Like, artifacts especially are incredibly important in this game. They are also very, very slow. Now, granted, this game is modeled after a monetization strategy that's meant to take, like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But the problem is like, I don't know about you, Superhero, but now that I'm in chapter 50, it just feels like everything kind of, like, the game feels very bare bones in the 50s. Like, it feels insanely bare bones. Like, before, like, chapter 30 and then 40, I felt like there was stuff to do, right? Like, there was stuff at least around, and then I hit 50 and I'm just like, I do my dailies and I walk away. and then I push some story chapters if I can.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but like we're kind of getting to the end game. Usually, end game for most games, log. Like you're not.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no even like events where I can even throw my characters at. Like, I think
Yeah,
one
there's
thing
nothing
that they could
challenging for
do.
us to do anymore. We're either stopped by gear enhancements or we're stopped by character investment. You know, something similar. There's really nothing
I
for
don't
us to
understand why they
do.
don't have real time PvP.
I think it would be hard in this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree,
Especially
but
with
I
the
mean, what
auto
if you
battle
just had
system.
auto
I don't.
battler?
The auto battle system makes this game almost feel like it would never perform well in a PvP or like a
But
RTA
here's the
type
thing: what if it was
scenario.
just like setting up? You know how like in some games you have like the what's the thing called where you can eliminate characters. You can say you can't use this characters. Like so you would get like a character elimination, then you have to like select like, oh, I see you selected Mr. T. I'm gonna ban Superman.
I don't know
So then it's
because
just
you
like,
would just ban the meta picks. Like this game doesn't. I don't think it would work well in an RTA mode. They there's
I
too many
mean,
characters that are crucial to teams, and all you would have to do is ban those characters. You
but I mean, see, that's what makes it interesting because I think then it forces you to run different comps. It forces you like, oh, I saw you put Superman down. I'm banning Mr. T. Now you need to run a burn team.
Nah, I'm gonna have to
You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna have to disagree. I don't think RTA works in
Okay.
this game at all.
All right. All right. I think it does, but I'm just trying to think of something simple because the reason I say PvP is that PvP offers a very simple content solution.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're not making something. The player becomes the content, not you having to make a new mode. It can suffice something. And that's where I'm coming at. Not like I think it's perfect? No, but is it content? Yes. And that's where I think this gets I am all about content, right? And then, you're at real time and also then there's no bonuses either. I think they need none of that like, oh, 50%, none of that elite arena crap. I don't want that garbage. And
Well,
um
yeah, like if they took that away, like in theory it could work. I just don't think the game is built for it. Um, I think the biggest thing that they need to introduce, like honestly, would be the league stuff. They need to introduce more stuff to do with your league.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's what I mean in MSF. That's what's really big is your league stuff, right? Like the raids and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, so like, yeah, raids. I think raids would be kind of interesting. Like having to use certain teams to clear raids, but like if they were gonna do raids, like that would have been like a first thought in the game.
Mm,
Because because if you're gonna introduce raids, like you have to design characters for raids, like you know what I'm saying, and
that's true.
I don't think they'll do that. So what I think they need is like like some type of league PvP system. I think that would drive competitiveness and get people to continue logging into the game just for those types of game modes. Uh,
Mm,
but I think they definitely need more PvE content. We need more like not incredibly difficult PvE content, but we need content that requires us to use certain teams. Like if the whole idea of this game is to build out teams and test teams and play with different teams, give us game
mm.
modes where it requires us to use certain teams to progress. You know,
Yep, I agree.
if we're just gonna go strictly like a PvE route, like they need to introduce stuff where you need to use this team in order to progress this mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yep.
they need to do. Raids could still technically work, but that they would have to like change a bunch of stuff, like to where you like characters get raid only bonuses, and then we run into the
Mm.
problem of like, well, are we gonna have PvP teams then set up? So in a way, yeah, it could work, but like would take them a long time to restructure how they design characters and stuff in order to do raids or PvP type characters.
Mm.
Let's see. Isn't Stephen Wolf the
So I
equivalent to
think
raids in DC Worlds Collide? I mean, essentially yes, but not really, since it's only like one battle.
but
What are your
also
thoughts
this
on
game
that?
is slightly differently structured too, because it's like this is more of like AFK arena kind of thing mixed with Marvel Strike Force. You know what I mean? And so
I don't know. I think this game kind of separates itself pretty well from all the other style of games that we have out there. The only problem is there's nothing to do in the game. Like the combat system, I feel is pretty unique. I'm not. I
yeah,
don't
I agree.
100% like the auto battle system and only be able to control
Mm,
ultimates. I think that's kind of a slog. Um, but as far as like the unique feeling of this game, I feel like this game feels pretty unique. I mean, it is a character collector, but there is
mm,
like certain things in the game that you can do that like you're not able to do in a lot of other games. So like it
I
works.
agree. I agree. I think there is a lot that this game it's different enough that I think it separates itself. And then with the DC IP, it positions this game in a very unique way as opposed to other games, right? Like I think, but the problem is they just need to capitalize on that. They need to. I also think that they need to introduce their own modes. I think that they need to think of things that are different because this game is different than like Marvel Strike Force. It is different than AFK Arena. It is different than all these other games. And I think they also need to take a slightly different route because it's like part of it too is like the story, right? Like story content is really cool. But then what are we doing like beside, you know, and if we don't like,
I'm pretty sure they
I like
stopped the
pushing
story
story,
content.
right?
I don't think story's in the game anymore. I mean, correct
No,
me
it's
if I'm
not. It's
wrong, but
after chapter
I
40.
think
I don't think there's anything there anymore.
yeah, I think they stopped it. Um, Again, too, like some people show up for the story. Game doesn't have story. I mean, you're gonna lose those
I mean,
players
and
as
that's the
well.
interesting point. It's hey Janet, how you doing? Um, I think then what it comes back to is like we know people like story mode, right? Well, not even story mode. I'm just saying like I like pushing the hard content in this game where it's just like I'm trying to push really difficult as you see right now I'm pushing story chapter 54-9 and I like doing that. I like pushing the story in this way. I just want more ways to do this. You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
actually think that they could do some really fun and unique things with this game because I do think the combat overall is really fun. I think that's actually what attracts a lot of people. It's like I actually really enjoy playing these characters. I think from a gameplay standpoint, they do a really good job. But the problem is there's nowhere to use your characters. Nowhere. Like once like I literally one of the challenges I have with making content for this game is like sometimes I will literally save not doing story mode for a little bit to get a character to a specific point and actually run that story mode so I can do character showcases.
Right. Yeah, I think the foundation of the game is strong. I think there is fundamental things that really need to be corrected in the game. We need a lot of quality of life improvements. We need adjustment to resources. We need
Yes.
we need more game modes. And if they're going to require us to use specific teams, like there's a lot of things that just need like adjusting. And they could totally, completely change this game in 6 months if they cared enough. The problem is, I don't think they care enough. I mean, we hardly get any type of feedback besides like PR responses on the official Discord. They haven't reached out
Hmm.
to any of the content creators. I mean, regardless if we were selected or not, anybody that covered this game, they didn't reach out to. I don't think
Hmm.
they care. I just don't think they care. I think they're gonna push out whatever slop that they want to push out, and the game's just gonna
Hmm.
suffer because of it. And it's really
I
sad to say, but this is just how I'm thinking. We're 6 months into the well, not 6 months, but we're close to 6 months into
five
the
months.
game
We're
now.
about to
Like this
December
is
7th. We'll hit 5.
yeah. So like this is, I mean, have you ever seen a
Half a year,
game
pretty
in
much.
5 months not change anything in the game?
No.
Right? Nice. I
Yeah,
pulled
I think that's what
Constantine.
that's. I yes, and I think my frustration comes back to is like where are our? They said they would do a seasonal update. We haven't had a seasonal update. Like they're not following through what they've even said they will do, right? And that's along the lines of communication. Like there's very little communication from them. Um, and I agree with Grifter here too. It's just daily and monthly login rewards. Like every normal game in this game mode, it says here log in will give you this.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm at the point where like I need to see some big changes. in the next couple
Mhm.
months, or like the game's just gonna die. I mean, it is what it is at this point. They either fix things or the game dies.
Yeah. I mean, someone was saying like, "Oh, you should make more content, like talking about what." I'm like, do you know how many videos I have made about what they need to fix?
Yeah,
Like,
there's only so much I
my
can
biggest
waste my breath.
my biggest thing is, if you ask me, here's seasonal change, is that they should release one of the three characters for free. So, and you should start at the beginning of the season, and then you pick that character up as the season progresses. You get more and more copies. You do the game modes, you get another free copy of them. Like, you just get free copies of like Vigilante in the season. It would have been Doctor Poison, and like you get this character, the character that doesn't have the team synergy, for free, right? You unlock that character for free as the game progresses, and you get it through via logins, and you'll get them to rank 8, and then you can summon for them later if you want to push them to rank 10, whatever. But you get them for free to rank 8. Done. You get that character for free. Then you do need to summon for the other characters. I think that, and then if you log in every day for like 70 days, you get this. You'll get like another dupe of them, and then you do the events. You get 2 dupes, and that's boom, shakalaka. You get them from rank 8.
Yeah,
And then
they definitely need to add more free to play stuff into the game. Like, people should just be able to earn.
yes,
I think the
then
sense of earning is is higher than like, oh, I just spent $150 to get this character. Like, I feel so good. Like, I don't feel good after spending $150. I feel
no, I
like,
agree.
wow, I just used a whole lot of money. Thank God I'm getting paid for this. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
as where like, if I earned that character, if I, like, let's say I did a tough challenge and I was able to earn the 40 or 60 shards for that character, and
Yeah.
finally got that unlock, like, I would feel more of an achievement. It would make me want to get that dopamine hit again from this game. As where
Yeah, I agree.
spending $150 to unlock a character doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't give me that dopamine
Yeah.
hit. It makes me think, oh my God, I'm wasting my money.
Yep.
As where if I was getting more free stuff, if they made the game more competitive for free to play players to be able to compete
Yep.
with the whales, not saying that they're gonna 100% compete with the whales, but like, if they're giving enough resources to where like it makes it so that it challenges the whales in a way to make the whales want to spend more, you would make so much more. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I
100%.
guarantee it. You make the game more free to play friendly. You give out more free characters. You give out more resources. You make it so where free to play players can hypothetically compete with whales, and then whales will spend more money because they want to be first.
And also, I think the Grifter brings up a good point. They had that double rubies offer. That's another thing too, to get people to incentivize to spend money. Like, you do those like there's a lot of ways that they can monetize this game that aren't as, what's the right word? Dummy as what it feels
Super
like right
Helen
now.
is from DC Dark Legion. I don't think they're associated with.
No, they're not. They operate differently, which is also problematic for that game, because the second, like, they're not making, because they have to spend money on the licensing. While meanwhile, this game is licensed by Warner Brothers, so they don't have to spend any money on licensing because these are their characters. They own the rights to these characters.
Right. So I think I actually think DC Dark Legion's in a better spot right now.
Oh, 100%. It is in a better spot. It
Which
makes
is
more money.
crazy to
Like,
me, because I don't
from
understand how people get around that play schedule. Like, that shit's insane.
well, also the game. I'm sorry to. I can't get the gameplay for me. I just can't get into it.
It's okay.
But
I would have kept with it if the schedule for like all the events and stuff wasn't like, you got to be up at 3 a.m. to PvP. Like, I'm not doing that, dude. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting a game control my life. Like, I'll get on the game when I want to. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
I agree.
To me.
To think about, like, yeah, I'm gonna play this at this given moment, at this, like, I need to. Yeah, it's. I think they're, unfortunately, they really, and then the thing is they need to just get down a content cycle, which I don't think is difficult. Like, I actually think these boss events that they're doing,
I think they're good. I honestly like the character release events. I think they're good. I think we need
I love
more
them.
stuff like that, though.
Oh, 100%. I think there should never be a moment where there's not someone standing there, is my point.
Yeah, well,
Do you know what I
we
mean?
should never go through like 2 or 3 weeks of downtime without some type of event going on. Actually, I think there needs to
Like
be
the
an
end of a
event every
season,
week. I'm sorry?
like the end of a season where there's like literally like 2 weeks where it's just like here's a reinforcement and that's the only thing that's being released.
Yeah,
Also,
so
where's
like
a regular fusion event? Every season should have a fusion event. I don't understand why we don't have
I
fusion
don't know.
events
I
every
think the fusion
single.
events are too powerful. Uh I think though, let's see, where are we at? We're at 5 months. I think last month they should have released. I think every like 2 or 3 months. Oh yeah, so I guess a season. So every season there should be at least one. Like at the end
That's
of the
my point.
at the end
Every
of the season though.
season,
Yeah.
100%. Why isn't at the end of a season you push out like the last 2 weeks, you push out a fusion event?
And you know what's funny too is they don't even have to do legendary fusion events. They could do epic character fusion events.
100%.
I don't know how it would work,
Imagine you do.
but I mean they could.
You just put a random character there.
Or
It
just
doesn't
your
matter.
epic shards or your elite shards. You could use your
Just
elite shards to do it, like they have in the normal one.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they should
Just in the off,
something.
they like regular fusion events. There should always be a weekly content event. And also, I don't understand why these like challenging modes disappear. Like, why is it only a week long? Why isn't it this like remember that tower the mode they had last season where like your character dies and it was like really hard and only like so many people and it gave eighth medals?
Yeah. So I like I like their content rotation in a way. It seems like every time like a new character is released, we get some type of event for them, which is nice. And then during that event, we're also getting like a resource event where you got to go challenge that boss. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Or we can get like the titanium, gold, uh, gear upgrade materials, stuff like that. I think that needs to be on rotation.
Hmm.
Like maybe every other week would be nice. And then in the
Hmm.
meantime, they do like some digital universe type of event where we can get some more resources. Like they need to give us more like smaller events, keep people logging
Hmm.
in weekly, so that we're getting the content that we need. Like we need the content in order to stay engaged with the game. When we go through times where it's
Yep.
like there's a down period, like the game gets
Yep.
boring. Like the
It was
last
very
two
boring.
weeks of the season is super boring because it's like, well, like I still got to deal with this PvP shenanigans that's going on. Like
Yep.
this isn't fun, and then you're also like you're not sure if there's going to be a new banner coming out too, which is kind of like what the hell. And then
Yep.
like we don't have any events going, so it's like okay, well I'm just logging in the next 2 weeks to collect my resources and then logging the hell off. Like
Yep.
there needs to be something going on at all times. This is
Yep. I
how a
agree.
lot of other gacha games do it. They always have some type of event going where you're doing this or you're doing that, and you're getting more resources. You're getting more. Well, a lot of other games are based off energy, so you're getting like more energy or whatever. But like some
Hmm.
something to give us more resources every week is always nice. I mean, we should never go through a period where it's just like, hey, you're only getting your weekly resources. I think it's terrible.
I like this idea from Runes where he says old legendary banners should have the same event as new legendary banners.
I mean,
It means they can't
I
run
think
at the
they
same
did it
time,
with
which is
like
also dumb.
Sinestro in them when they first released. I
No,
don't, I
but
don't understand. Go ahead.
They didn't have anything. I remember when they did the Sinestro rerun, they didn't have anything.
No, not the Sinestro. Well, I'm talking about when he first released.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But I'm saying, what about old reruns when they're doing a rerun? There should be something special.
Well, the problem is they don't do reruns. When was the last
Well, they
rerun
do.
we got?
Bride. Oh,
Yeah,
a
that was
while
the end
back.
of last season, wasn't it?
No, it was this season. It was right. It was when Swamp Thing was out. I remember it because we were talking about it.
I don't think I covered that.
I didn't either. I did not give it the time of day. Actually, I did cover it in a stream. I like this idea too. David brings up is that we should have old fusion should just be returning fusion events or permanent fusions.
Oh, see, look, Grand Theft Audio said they fixed that. The feature that you can schedule your teams to deploy at certain times, so you don't have to be there for those events. I might go back to Dark Legion, boys. Like, holy cow. At least they got some
But you
freaking
see, like that
content.
also brings up a point is like, so one of the interesting things is the dev team really needs to get faster. Like I'm looking at Chaos Zero Nightmare and it's almost overwhelming how fast that they will respond to feedback. Like they are within a
Bro,
week, they'll
they
fix it.
changed the entire story mode because the Korean population got pissed.
Yeah, I think that's whatever. But they literally are reducing the gold that
But
needed
like
to rank up your characters.
that shows you how much they care. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I agree.
like a whole like, you know, section or region said that they had a problem with the game. They went in immediately and fixed it. We've been
Yeah, I
bitching
agree.
about this for 5 months now, and they haven't changed a single thing. I
Yeah,
mean, granted, we've
I
had
agree.
a couple of adjustments that are decent, but like they're still crap. They're not good adjustments.
It's like adjustment-ish.
Yeah, it's a band-aid for the solution.
Yeah, I agree. I think they really do. It at this point, it's just you need to put, pedal to metal, and you need to change. Like there is no there's no well. Like you just need to fix it now. Like there is very clear what is wrong. Your character release schedule is garbage. You need to release something for free. The second thing, like your monetization strategy, you have removed Dolphin, like the $1 deals. So now Dolphins aren't spending money anymore because there's no more dollar
They don't
deals.
have Dolphins or
Then
free
you're
to play. Like free to play players aren't sticking around in this game. I maybe
Yeah,
know
and I
two
mean
in
that
my entire Discord server that actually know or that are actually free to play. Like everybody else pays money to play this game.
yeah,
It's not sustainable. Not.
it's not, and that's
Especially
just the
with how
reality
expensive
of it is.
everything. I mean, the Black Friday deals are a perfect example of how stupid their monetization is. The fact that they went
Yeah,
in, that well, it was either the first season or the second season, but they went in and completely redid the store, took away a bunch of good deals, remonetized the entire store, increased the prices on everything. Like they don't care about the game. I'm telling you, they don't care about the game. I'm sorry. I'm really frustrated with this game, and I have been for a while. I just
mhm.
um, I don't think they care. I honestly don't. I think they're gonna milk the player base, and then they're gonna say, "See you later."
Which is sad when you think about how much money this game could actually make.
Oh yeah. No, this could easily be a cash cow for them. Easily.
Like I think if I give them any level of feedback, so they should go look at, and I bring this game up every now and then, is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Did you know that game alone is generating the most revenue for Dragon Ball of any game? It is generated, I think, somewhere in like the $2 billion of dollars
Oh yeah.
in its 10-year lifespan.
Well, you gotta think about it
That.
too. Like
Not
people all over the world love Dragon Ball. All over the world.
people all over the world love DC.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think as much as Dragon Ball.
But here's the thing. Why did Marvel become like you at the same time they have a what am I trying to say right now? They have a cinematic universe that's evolving
Oh yeah. Well,
that people like.
that's another thing too. Is like the Warner Brothers. I mean, completely failed with their. And I don't mean any disrespect to them or anything, but like their movies weren't great. Like they weren't competing with Marvel, which is what they were trying to do. They were trying to compete with Marvel in the cinematic
Yeah.
universe. It did not work out well for them. A lot of people lost faith in Warner Brothers with the direction of their movies and stuff. And it has a lot to do with them like randomly cutting out the director of the movies. Like the entire Justice League movie had a whole direction switch like halfway through production, or even after. I think
You
it
know
was
why that
after it was
happened though?
finished already. They were just like, "Oh no,
You know why
we're
that
just,
happened though?
huh?
You know why that happened?
No, I'm not super informed."
Oh, there's a reason. It was actually because of Zack Snyder. His daughter, long story short, committed suicide.
Oh,
So that's why that happened. I remember reading about it. It was really
so he
sad.
didn't release his
But
movie?
that's why. What's up?
Why wouldn't he release his movie then? I don't understand. Like, oh,
That's why. So that's why what ended up happening is that happened. They needed to finish the movie. Josh Whedon came in, changed a lot of things, and that's why then Zack Snyder then said, "Well, I want to have
the Snyder cut.
like that's why there was a Snyder cut."
Yeah, I mean that's really sad, but at the same time, it's like Why wouldn't you
But they
just
could have also just waited.
postpone it? Yeah, why wouldn't you just postpone it until he was done? Like,
Agreed.
yeah, pretty much. Like, we don't actually care about you. We just care about what you can.
We just want money.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, this is where, and I wonder partly right now, and maybe I'm wrong, but I actually really, so someone brought this up in the Discord and they said the game really feels different, or the way the devs are treating it post the Peacemaker season. And they stopped doing live streams. They stopped doing hard content.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
know what their
wondering
excuse
if
was for that, right?
what?
They said that we don't have enough resources to delegate people to do live streams and or even do
I'm literally
proper
doing
patch
one with
notes and
you
stuff.
right now.
Huh?
I'm doing one with you right now. Like it takes an hour. Like I'm sorry. This what like I'm saying I'm doing this with you right now.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
into the office and you take 2 hours and you market your game.
No, they don't even do that. They don't. I'm telling you, I don't think they care. That's the
I
saddest
think
part.
what's happening,
It's the sad. They have such a fan base. They have people that are willing to do content for them. They have people that are willing to play their game, spend money on their game, and it doesn't feel like they care. All of their
I mean, I
apologies
agree.
are half-assed. They're, you know, very typical PR responses. They don't actually. They haven't actually fixed any of the complaints that have been talked about. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest, man. I don't think they care. I don't.
I mean, I'm not arguing with you. I mean,
Okay.
it's just they haven't changed things and they haven't communicated, which it's like I'm just trying to genuinely. But here's the thing that really blows my mind about this game is that they aren't. When I look at monetization, even the monetization, it's not even that they don't care. That actually just it shows me that they don't know what they're doing.
No,
Because it's
I
like
think they
you're
know what they're doing.
removing ways for people to spend money. I don't think in any market, anywhere, anyone would ever say, let's remove ways for people to spend money.
No, their whole idea was, oh, if we take away this deal and make it more expensive, people will buy more. They know what
But they
they're doing.
didn't.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but they
They
didn't.
have
But that's my
developed
point.
good
They
games
didn't.
before. They've developed good games before.
This is true.
I mean, the Arkham
And
series
DC
is one of the
Legends was
most
not bad.
beloved series of all time. They know what they're doing.
And they are. But
Granted,
that's my point.
it
Is
might
like
be a different team or whatever, but like WB knows how to promote their games and stuff. Like they're not stupid.
they're not promoting this one. Is my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. They don't care anymore about it. I'm telling you.
But I guess my question is why? What internally said let's stop caring?
So I mean, there could be a few different reasons. It could be a change of management style. I'm
That's
sure
true.
at some point they had new management come in, and that management was like, okay, we need to redirect our focuses, and that management style is clearly failing for them. It could be that their focus is no longer on, I don't know, maybe video game. I mean, clearly their focus is on video games. They've released video games, but maybe the direction of their team or something is just not aligning with the company, and so I don't know. I think they're more worried about how much money can we generate to look good instead of actually making quality products. I mean, I'm a business major. Like
Here,
I can tell you exactly like what they're doing. It's just
yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't
But
know
here's the
everything
thing.
because I'm not behind the scenes, but like their marketing strategy is like we're gonna make this a premium thing, and if you can't afford it, then you don't play it, or you don't get it. Like that's their whole. They're doing a lot of FOMO shit.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. David brings up a point: is that they need to, I think, make part of their job marketing. I also think the merger right now, here's the interesting thing is when did they start knowing that Warner Brothers was going to get sold?
They
Right at the end of the Peacemaker season.
well, I think they knew beforehand.
Agree. And I think what's happening right now is they're worried. And I just be generally honest with you. It's like maybe part of the reason is they're scared that they might be like this game could just be shoved off to a different team.
Well, okay, so like the way it would work would be like, so they know that they're going up for sales. Well, how do they increase the profit they earn from selling the company? They generate as much revenue as possible. So the entire thing could be that they're getting ready to sell the company, and the only thing they're focused on right now is generating money because they want to sell the company for a lot of money. And then once the company is
Right.
sold, it's up to that, the buyer company to figure out basically, where they want to take the direction of all their stuff. But I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with that, like the monetization strategy and everything for the game. It's due to the fact that they are getting ready to sell, and they want to generate as much money as possible to make the sellers more interested in buying.
Yeah,
at
but
a
they're
higher
not making
price.
more money.
I mean, in a way they might be, in a way they might not be.
I mean, like even I don't think
I
they're
mean,
generating as
the
much cash.
consensus doesn't really tell us a whole lot. Plus, you get better deals by
That's
going
true.
to the complete store, or from the official store. So it's like the consensus isn't really. It's a good indicator on how well the game's doing, but it's also not like 100% realistic because it doesn't.
I just looked at it for downloads. I don't even care about money. I think
Oh,
the Ninja
downloads,
Turtle
yeah.
Legends is worse. The Ninja Turtle Legends, what's Ninja Turtle Legends is worse than
Don't play
this, and
that.
that's bad.
Don't play that.
Oh. Marvel. So here's the one thing that X is also bringing up is Marvel Strike Force seems to do good in the most characters. The thing that I want to bring up, and Superhero brought this up earlier, is that Marvel Strike Force did not start out strong. I want to just foreground that to everyone. It started out actually, I think it had one of the worst first years I've ever seen in a game.
Thank
Were
you,
you playing it
Brock.
when it first came out? As I was.
You said Marvel Strike Force was the worst
Yeah,
when it
I
first
think
came
it had
out.
one of
Yeah.
the worst first years of a game I've ever seen. And the only reason that game is alive right now is because it was Marvel at its peak.
Let's see. When did it come out? It came out in 2017, 2016.
Yeah. And do you remember what they did? Because they did the Red Star update in the first year. And
Oh
people
yeah.
were like, what the heck is this? That update is what actually broke me from playing the game.
Really?
I couldn't, I quit after the because I summoned when the Red Stars came out and I didn't get anything, like anything for any of my characters. And I was like, I'm done with the system. This is so stupid. And they didn't really address that for a couple of years. And
Yeah.
it was like Whale Wars for a while.
Yeah. Well, Marvel Strike Force, I think they struggled for quite a while. And
For first couple of years,
I think the game finally got good in like 2020. Or I think,
yeah,
or
I
at
was
least I
about to
think
say
it was
its
in a
first
better
5 years
state.
were rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the problem is nowadays it's just a different market nowadays, which is also the thing that it's just like you don't really have time to screw up anymore.
Well, you got to remember too, Marvel Strike Force was the only game of its kind on the market. So a lot of people stuck
Agree.
with it even through the crap because it was the only game like it on the market. There was the only, well, I'm sure there was other games, but it was the only like superhero game on the market at the time.
I agree.
And
And the
DC
thing that
Legends
bothers me the most is
wasn't any better. Like I
what's
know
up?
people praise DC Legends, but like that
No.
game is very similar to this game where all they're doing is adding characters. I think they had a couple
Yeah,
more
here.
game
So
modes, but
David
that's
brings up
about
this
it.
point. The overpower system also nearly broke the game quite recently. They had to remove that system. It was that bad.
Well, but that's the thing too is like they're trying things. They're adding things in to
That's
try
true.
them. DC Worlds Collide's not doing that. They're not. They're playing it safe. They're releasing characters. No new game modes. All their resources are going into designing either new
I think
characters.
they tried stuff in the Peacemaker. My issue is that they were trying stuff in the Peacemaker season and then they stopped trying.
What did they
Like
try?
this season has been well, they had the difficulty event. They had that really crazy hard event that came out. They tried there's a couple things they tried in the Peacemaker season that I thought were actually like okay, and I kept saying to the like in my videos, this is good, you just need to tweak it. And then we haven't seen it again.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah. No, remember they had the tower event with the nth metal rewards that nobody could get to the end.
Oh,
The
the
30
one where
stages.
everybody just exploited?
Needed. Yeah. But I mean, why can't, like, if they made that more reasonable and you put that out every season, that's a way to get nth medals and then leave it up the whole time. It encourages you to also get more characters.
Nah, they got to fix that. I mean, they need to fix that game mode.
I'm saying not with the same event. I'm just trying to say, like, something like that requires you to have a lot of teams is my point.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree that like we need
that event was terrible in its structure.
We need more stuff to do in the more ways to get harder to obtain resources. Like there's a lot of stuff, but yeah.
And then oh wait, and then in this event, if you kill someone, you do crazy things, which makes you want to summon for Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this game right now. I mean, the content to make is easy, but my interest is slowly declining because like there's only after I run out of like team guides, character guides, like event guides, stuff like that. The only thing I'm doing after that is what? Summoning and testing new characters.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna have.
I mean, well, also it depends too. It's like what happens when you have all your teams perfected.
You win the game. You
compete. My teams right now
score. I mean, that's pretty much it.
But my teams given right now, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, are really strong. Yeah. Like now it's just let me strengthen up my teams because I don't really see a need to summon anymore. I have like pretty much a perfect sacrifice team. I have pretty much a perfect Mr. T team. I have pretty much a perfect block poison team. Why am I going to summon?
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's
been the whole thing for like the last 2 or 3 weeks is like you're introducing new characters, but what is the use of these characters besides pushing the PvP meta a little bit that season?
Yeah, I agree.
And it's only Elite Arena. Like, if we're being honest, like the only thing it's pushing is Elite Arena. But like,
yeah, because I haven't changed. Did you see my video where I think it was actually my stream, and I said I literally haven't changed. Yeah, you were in stream with me. Yeah. I haven't changed my arena team in I think 3 months.
Yeah, because you don't. I mean, you don't need to, especially if you're above a lot of people in the game, like level wise, investment wise, and stuff. Like the bonuses to the characters for that season, I mean, they don't matter a whole lot.
They don't do anything in the arena.
Yeah, like
the general arena.
Oh, the general arena, yeah, but like I'm talking about like Elite Arena. Like yeah, like if you go up against like someone that's on your level that has those characters invested into, then yeah, I mean they'll probably win that one Elite Arena fight. But
yep,
I mean that's it. Like
yep. Yeah, there's no real reason to.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
So also, I mean, Grifter brings up this point. MB versus Crisis Watch. Let's not get into Crisis Watch. I hate Crisis Watch. I hate that mode. Okay. I hate how you rank in that mode.
I think it's okay.
Unless you're like, for me, it comes out when I'm literally driving home.
Oh yeah, yeah, you get screwed over.
Yeah, I literally get out of work.
Get that number 1 spot.
That's my point. I can't do it. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Take 5th. And then like 6 months from now, everybody's gonna be able to do it. So like, I'm just gonna finish last, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's the reality of the situation. It's just, yeah, well, it sucks to be me. But that's my point. And they've even addressed that they need to fix that. I just don't like the scoring system in it. They also need to just make it harder. I think they should make it harder, and it should give more rewards. And
yeah, they just add more.
Should be harder.
Add more stages.
And yes, and not to just add more stages, make them harder. Make it so that you can almost not even get the full 30. No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, so like, you know how we're at the like last one. Just add another like step up from that.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So X's brings us up, and I think we'll end with this comment because I have to get going pretty soon. Yeah. And I think this is the thing that we've been talking about, is that the thing that keeping me on DC Worlds Collide is that I love DC. I love synergies, but they could make a Dark Side event, Joker event. You could have legit superhero missions for solo superheroes. Like, there's so much things that they could do because they have this amazing IP. And like, you have the absolute universe right now that is just going crazy, and people are enamored with, Absolute. Why aren't they capitalizing on Absolute?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're all in the same company. Like getting these characters is a problem. I
Yeah,
actually don't want to see any more characters. Like if we went 2 or 3 months without a new character, I would be perfectly fine. Rerun old banners, give us all the old releases that we didn't get. Fix your fucking game. Excuse my language, but fix the game. And add
I mean,
stuff, increase difficulties, like do something to push the player base ahead, please. Like because if this continues, like I'm telling you, dude, 2 3 months from now, the game dies, dead. Everybody leaves.
well, I mean, then what they're gonna do is just, this might be the same thing that happened to Marvel Strike Force. Remember what happened to Marvel Strike Force?
Well, I think the game died for a while,
It
and
did,
then
but
it got a like
also remember what
resurgence.
happened too?
What happened?
It was sold.
Oh, that's right. Sold to another company.
We didn't own it before. I figured it was someone else. Actually, I think it was like two separate companies. It moved like twice.
But yeah, I think the company Scopely has been bought out quite a few times, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
It's been a few times they've been.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like
think we kind of like.
go ahead.
I'm curious to see what happens if they get bought out. What will happen to this game?
It depends. It depends on where the company directs its resources after it gets bought out. That's the problem
I
with like
just,
these big
I
corporation
don't.
companies. Is like they're invested in a lot of different things. Like video games might not be their top priority. Movies might be their top priority, or the new
But
cartoon
here's the
series
thing:
might be their
movies don't. But these games generate so much money, and it kind of like throws me off when I'm like, some literal games like Bleach and Dragon Ball are literally sustained because of games.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's a little bit
They're
different.
like, the game
That's
is,
like anime. You don't
but
really.
I mean,
You get the
regardless,
series and that's about it. The merchandise.
you get the what?
So you get like so for anime. Anime is a little bit different because like you get the like the anime, the manga, the books, and then
Mhm.
you get the games that come out for it. As where like DC is a little bit different. Like you get cartoons, you get movies, you get video games, you get merchandise. Like there's a bunch of different areas where their like resources have to go into to like push products. So
Mhm.
the problem is like if they spread their resources out too thin, something lags behind. And right now, it's their video game division. Video game division is completely. It's either bare bones right now, where they don't have a lot of people like working on things, or they
Mhm.
just don't give a lot of funding to the studio to produce more things.
Maybe.
I mean,
I
it's
think in the end
interesting
of the
from a
day, all
business standpoint, but like I'm sure most people don't care. They just want to see like some type of result, which I completely agree with.
yeah.
There's a part of me that cares about like the business side of it, and then there's a part of me that's like, just fix the game. Like, I don't care what you have to do. Like rerun a bunch of different old banners, and then work on new game modes or something. Because at this point in time, like we have every character we need. We have every character
I
already
also
in the
think they just
game.
need to start getting rid of the seasonal. I'm seeing a lot of people in chat also say they need resources. The resource generation needs to be changed. I agree. Resource generation is garbage in this game, and they need to fix it. Looking at Halloween, I've seen Exodus, I think, said it. There's just a lot of comments about resource management. David, um, the thing that really needs to come back to this
Oh
is
yeah,
that
Halloween's free to play.
I'm,
He knows exactly what we're talking
yeah,
about.
I want to just say this point is that I really do think they need to get rid of like seasons, like these characters are connected to this character and this character, because then it's just like, well, if you don't want that one character, then you don't summon. I
Yeah.
actually think that like the Kyles and the Aquamans are going to be doing better because they're not seasonal. There's these characters that work, and here you go. You don't
Well,
need
I
a
mean, they've
billion
already
characters to
stated
make
that
them work.
like the reason why like Aquaman and Kyle got released the way that they did is because they didn't have a season planned for them.
Yeah, but I think the characters being so reliant on the season is very problematic. Why is Cheshire so popular? Because she doesn't need the season. She works on a bleed team.
I mean, she can work on. I mean, we don't have a bleed team if we're being honest, but she
But
can
I'm
work
just
on a
saying, but
bleed
you
team.
you You can run her with the
I mean, you can run her
Ocean
on
Master.
any
She does
team.
great.
She's so strong.
I'm literally
that,
running her
it
right
doesn't
now.
matter. But like, if we're talking about like Peacemaker in them, like traditionally you want to run them, but like those characters, like realistically, I think you're only using Peacemaker and Judo Master at Endgame. Like you're not investing in all three of the characters. Granted, it is nice to see the whole team work together, but I don't think you're investing in all three characters. I think you're only the better of the characters, realistically.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But at the same time,
I like the seasonal structure. I do. I like the 3 characters being released. I think they need to reorganize it though. I think we need the synergy character to come out first, then the legendary. That way we have downtime to collect more resources so we can summon for the last epic. Their structuring process is weird. And it leaves players like in that FOMO stats, which I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing it. It leaves players like, oh my god, like if I don't get this character, I can't play with the whole team. So like, there's definitely a FOMO idea to it, and it kind of sucks.
It is. It is what it is. I agree.
But I do like.
All right, guys. I actually do need to get going in a minute. But I think there's a lot. They really do. They need to care. I think that's how I'm gonna end it. They just need to care.
Please show us that you care. Not just care. Show us that you care.
Show us that you care. Like, give out. Like, they just need to be generous. Like, they need to give stuff away.
Completely agree.
They need to bring people back. They'd be like, look, if you come back in the next season, we'll give you Kyle or something. I don't know.
We'll give you the full DCU Super Anti. Justice Gang. For you, right here.
There you go.
Welcome back to the game.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We'll give you all of them that way, and then you can, agree with that statement. Just give them the Justice King. All right.
All right, man. Good chat.
Catch you later, man.
Later.
You too. All right. Take it easy, folks, as always.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to keep up with chat, boys. Aaron, how you doing, bud? Shift from Steppenwolf to Darkseid. I don't think they need to do like anything crazy like that. All right, trying to fix this. Hey, what's going on, Halloween? How you doing tonight, man? We tried to include you guys in the conversation a little bit. It's a little bit difficult. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It was pretty fun. I guess we can turn on some music now. That might be pretty nice. Hello. Yeah, this was a good chat. Yeah, I liked it. I'm super frustrated with the game. Let me turn this down a little bit, boys. I just hope they fix this game because I really do enjoy it. They just need to put a little more effort. Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I just think I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the studio right now, or at least for them. There's a lot of stuff going on, so It's kind of hard to say. When Kyle getting state buffs and transform into number one unit? Oh, stat buffs. Probably not. He's probably not going to. I don't really think we need Kyle anyway. I don't care for Kyle a whole lot. I don't think his kit does enough, honestly. Like it looks like they wanted him to be some type of hybrid character, but he doesn't really function like that. What is going on with my camera? Oh, is it because Discord? Who's this dude? Why do you keep tagging me and Okay, my camera is bugging, dude. Hold on, let me set this up again. What is it? Game capture? Video capture. There we go. Okay. Fix that a little. Gucci. I do enjoy the full poison team. Yeah, I think they're actually pretty good. I don't think they're like super insane like I thought they were going to be, but they're actually not too bad. I think the weakest link though is definitely Dr. Poison. Although, like, if she's built properly, she can do a butt ton of healing, which is nice. Is the music too loud? Might be a little too loud. It was a good conversation though, man. It kind of just turned into like a complaining fest though, which I kind of feel bad about, but I'm really overly frustrated with the game, so. My Dr. Poison does a ton of damage with her advanced attack, I've noticed. Ricochet's cool too. Yeah, yeah, her advanced attack's nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, I didn't even realize my screen was messed up for half of that. Oh well. Yeah, Poison Team feels like decent. They're decent. I think I'd put them on like the same level as Sacrifice. The game is like a Warner Bros. Itself, full of potential, yet they hold themselves back. For what reason, we'll never know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like really understand like the thought process behind what they're doing. It could have a lot to do with like them just trying to generate as much money due to them selling the company. Which, like, if it was going to be my guess, that would be my first guess about it. Is like they're trying to generate as much money as they can, because it makes the sell look better. You got to remember they're a company. They're here to make money. I just think they're kind of messing up with the game a little bit. But you also got to remember too, this isn't their only like source of revenue. So as we're like with like game companies and stuff, like their only revenue is games. So of course they're gonna make better products when it comes to games. But this company has a lot of different revenues and stuff. Not proceed. I didn't even know you could pull in the hero inventory. What in the heck? Okay, we'll get back on later. What are your favorite teams? The teams that push content for me? So Mr. T, Block, and Burn. I like Poison pretty good too. I like the mechanics of Poison. I like the two different synergies as well. It's a very unique. It gives like the characters more uniqueness, or like the team more uniqueness. DCU, Mr. T, Kyle, Zatanna, and Wonder Woman. Sounds decent. Like it's really back row heavy. DCU and Mr. T are capitalizing off the dampen stacks. Kyle's also going off the dampen stacks. Zatanna as well. The only one that doesn't benefit from the stacks of dampen is Wonder Woman, but I don't know if she really needs any extra boost. It's okay. It'll work. Burn Mr. T is my favorite. Is my best team. I built Sack, Poison, and Block as well. I bounce between Block and Poison and regular Poison every now and then. Can't decide what I like more. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like, just the way this game is, like, it might be just easier to build characters that have already been in the game for a long time. Because you're gonna get to a point where like the team synergy is like the team and everything is nice, but you're gonna move characters around a lot more. You're gonna have characters that fill different roles and stuff. But I mean, building teams themselves isn't a bad idea. Mr. Squirrel. Okay. Going on, Geems? How you doing today, bud? Like I think when we think of teams, we're thinking of like it's usually 3 characters and then like an extra extra 2 characters that like benefit the team. Nothing too crazy. Granted, I think most teams revolve around like 2 to 3 characters to actually start working properly. Like the poison, like for poison, for instance, like you don't need to run every single poison member. Realistically, all you need is like Swamp Thing and Cheshire. And Poison Ivy's nice as well, but I don't think she's entirely needed for that team. But it also depends on like what team synergy you're using and stuff. But the team building in this game is actually like super interesting, and like there's a lot you can do with it, which I like. And obviously some characters are going to be better than others, things like that, but bro, this block poison team smacks, by the way. This is like my new favorite team. Because all you really need is Ocean Master and Nightwing. And then Cheshire's there to do damage. Swamp Thing's there to heal. And then I usually go with Poison Ivy, but you could make it Penguin in the front row and Swamp Thing in the back. Really fun. I like it. My Mr. T, though, my Mr. T team I'm struggling a lot with. I can't get it to do good. Like, it does okay sometimes, but like I struggle most with the Mr. T team. And I've tried different variations of it. Nah, Poison Ivy killing all back row. Also for me, Ivy team synergy not great unless the team is super heal heavy. So Cheshire synergy almost all the time. Yeah, I could see that. I think if you can prevent heals though, Ivy is the way to go. Healing is like healing's a game changer in my opinion. Like if a team can heal back up to full, it changes the game. But yeah, Ivy is super good for back row killing. That's why I use her a lot. Plus I have her at rank 10 too, so she's solid. I am going to be doing a video I think next week with DCU Alex, or DC Worlds Collide Alex. So that should be pretty fun. he's gonna do like an account review where he's gonna look at my account and ask me questions, and then I'll be looking at his account as well, and I'll be asking him questions about his account. But that one should be pretty fun. I think you guys will like that one. Plus, it'll give you a good insight on what teams and characters that he's built for the end game, so that you guys can like start thinking in your heads on how to prepare for that. But I think that'll be a pretty good video. I think we're gonna do one on my account or on my channel, and then we'll do one on his channel as well. But I definitely think you guys will enjoy that. I need Dr. Phosphorus for this team. Holy cow. Get on the rank 11 smoke. I say as I'm broke and no resources left. Who do you have at rank 11? Bro, I don't have any characters at rank 11 yet. I'm kind of thinking I might need some, honestly. I've been too busy like trying to build up every single character. Oh, you got Ivy at rank 11? Holy cow, that's crazy. Yeah, my burn team is struggling. Dr. Foster's is nutty at rank 10, badge 30. Mine's at rank 11 now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be pulling for him here pretty soon. I guess we'll see. I'm starting to see Lex a lot, man. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Starting to see Lex quite a bit in PvP. How did your holidays, guys? How was your holiday go? If you guys celebrated Thanksgiving, how did it go? Mine was pretty good, man. I ate a lot and fell asleep. It was probably the best thing I could have asked for. But next week we got to get back into the gym, man. Got to do. I took this week off to kind of like relax and hang out, but next week we got to get back into the gym. We got to get back on track. Not a very good matchup. I don't know how we're going to do against Lex either. Shield pressure is crazy. Thanksgiving was chill, just ate and played games. Also got that badge 30 DCU soups. Hell yeah. I bet he's awesome now. I'm gonna start making content on Seven Nights Rebirth. I think that's what it's called. The game is like got me hooked already, so I'm super excited. I'll be making content on that starting next week. Yeah, I like Thanksgiving. I like Christmas more though. Christmas is like my favorite holiday. Yeah, I gotta pick Alex's brain on Elite Arena too. I gotta figure out what he's running. It's like the one game mode I kind of like. I feel like I struggle with. Like I don't think I actually like struggle with it, but I feel like I do. So I might just I pick his brain a lot about his Elite Arena teams and stuff. I'm sure that'll help you guys out quite a bit too. Bro, Nightwing's stunning every turn is so annoying. I always have him ult first because it's I'm pretty sure it pisses people off. It's just funny. But he can keep like a character stun locked all game. Kind of ridiculous. Look, he's just gonna keep my Poison Ivy stun locked the rest of the game now. Superheroes succumb to Injustice 2 mobile slop vids. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't even like the Marvel one. They don't do it for me. We'll try that. Nah, man. Injustice 2. I want to play a fighting game, man. That's what I really want. I'm waiting for Tokon Fighting Souls to come out. That's the Marvel fighting game. It's supposed to release next year. And I'm still waiting on an Injustice 3. We need an Injustice 3. I've been waiting on an Injustice 3 forever. The slop will get everyone. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to sell my soul to make money. I played Injustice 2 mobile for a while. The gameplay is terrible. Are you guys seeing the chat on the screen? You're not. Why is this not going? I don't know. I downloaded what is it, Streamlabs, and tried to put in some stuff, but I'm not sure why it's not. I should have an alert box going. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up. It should be showing up. I think the first game had better gameplay. Uh, the first Injustice 2 or the first Injustice mobile game. How do you record your face and gameplay at the same time? A bit of a weird question, but I'd like to start doing that as well. I have a face cam, but I don't know how to get everything set up. Yeah, you're just gonna have to like Google a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of hard to like explain that, and it has a lot to do with like your settings and all that. Yeah, you'd have to Google a bunch of stuff, man. There's a lot of good information out there. It's basically how I got set up. So I like fighting games, but man, the new Marvel fighting game looks cheeks, not gameplay, but character design, way the anime. And this is coming from an anime fan. Yeah, like it looks cool. I just want something else to do, man. Honestly. I don't know why that's not. Not want. I'm just ready for a new fighting game, man. I didn't like the new Street Fighter. I didn't like Tekken. I've never really been a big fan of Tekken. Um, but yeah, I need a new fighting game. Something to sink some good hours into. Well, I can't get none of that to work. That sucks. I created like some cool widgets too for like an alert box and a chat box. I can't get it to work. I don't know. I'll fiddle around with it more tonight. Oh well. Oh well. Not Street Fighter 6 is goated. I don't like I didn't like the combat. But I always preferred 4. Yeah, I just don't like the combat of 6. I like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Mortal Kombat has always been like one of my favorite fighting games. Although I didn't like the newest one. The newest one was kind of irritating. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Oh well. Which team you're having right now? What? Runes, what are you talking about? Starfire does a ton of damage to once you get her to badge 30. Yeah, that's the problem though. Like, if it requires badge 30 for a character to start shining, like, I don't know if it's worth the investment. That's the block and poison team rune. Oh, yeah, this is a great PvP team. Everything else I'm kind of like a little iffy about. I mean, which team you're having fun right now? Like, you really like using? The block poison team. It's probably my favorite team at the moment. DCU Superman team's kind of fun too, but it's not like super amazing, I would say. I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting the DCU team to work like really well in PvP. I don't know what it is. I've seen a lot of people slotting Constantine, and Constantine seems to really help the team out quite a bit. But I got to get my Constantine ranked up. I've had little issues with the Mr. T team. I guess it's the characters being used, maybe. Yeah, probably. It could also be that I'm at a high rank at PvP too, so it could just be like I'm the only reason I'm struggling is because I'm going up against people that are like 20 or 30 levels higher than I am. Which that's probably most likely the case. Because I feel like I know quite a bit about the game. Like I've invested a lot of time into learning the game and stuff. I feel like my teams are like okay, but it's like I'm not caught up in levels and stuff with some of the bigger accounts on my server, or not server, but cluster. My issue is there are a lot of whales that have rank 15 characters in my cluster. So getting rank 1 in PvP is near impossible. Oh, yeah, that sounds terrible, actually. I'm trying to build block break on Deathstroke. This would be a waste of resources, but still I want to see if it's going to work against block team. Because Deathstroke weakness is block team. Though the problem with Deathstroke going up against block team is that Ocean Master is going to kill him before he pops off. Like Deathstroke against like counterattack teams just doesn't work. Because he does so many hits that like they're just going to counter every time and he's just going to die. That's why Deathstroke's not really used in PvP. There's too many good counters to him. I always get in top 8 though. Nice, yeah. I hate the Mr. T team, then I got him, and best team, everyone else garbage, credit card debt approved. Yeah, Mr. T team is, they're good. I just gotta figure out, like, what I'm doing wrong with them. If I'm doing anything wrong with them. It's really hard to tell sometimes. And that's being mostly free to play and having issues with leveling. Yeah, you're doing pretty good, Holloway, then. You're doing pretty good. Rank 8 and free to play, not bad. Is Dr. Phosphate worth ranking up? If you're building the burn team. If you're not building the burn team Reaper, probably not. Yeah, I agree with Holloway. He's good if you're running the burn team. He does require some big investment though, but he's definitely worth it if you're building the burn team. Yeah, I hate counterattack in this game instead of one hit like all the other games. It's all the hits you made. Yeah, counterattack's really, really good in this game. To fix stream. Ooh, Diamond 1 tonight. All right, we'll take it. Bro, it's been a really long time since I've hit King, though. We have not hit King in quite a few rotations. Actually kind of sucks. Okay. Uh, Did you guys see that notification or no? I did, but I didn't read it because I'm typing when it appears. And as long as you like heard it and saw it, I can't get the freaking chat to pop up though. It's starting to bother me. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna irritate me. I spent like 30 minutes like trying to set that up earlier too. Never hit king since at top 8 everyone and their grandma got like 10 mil accounts while I'm at 6. Yeah. Yeah, competing in PvP kind of it's difficult. I'll give you that. It's definitely difficult. Why don't you want to work for me? Oh, you know what? No, that's not it. Okay. I hope they bring Martian Manhunter back soon because I need his fragments for the SAC team. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with Martian, for being honest. Like, I think he only works in the SAC team. Other than that, it's kind of like a waste of resources. He's one of my favorite characters, which is mostly why I'm investing heavily into him. I have him at rank 7 right now, and that damage reduction really helps that team. But I decided to take him out until I can rank him up higher and put my Deathstroke in rank 10, 30. Yeah, I mean, if he's your favorite character, for sure, man. Like, I don't want to, like... When I think of the game, I think of it, like, in an optimal situation. But if you're not trying to play optimally, you're just trying to play because, you know, your favorite characters and stuff like that. That's fine. Okay, that worked. Hmm. Okay. I'll figure it out later, I guess. I really wanted the chat to show up. Makes it better for people that want to watch it back or whatever. Who do you run for SAC? I don't really run SAC. If I was going to run SAC, I'd run it. I'd run it Aquaman, Mara in the front. Back row would be Pandora, Constantine, and probably Kyle. I think that that last DPS slot's kind of like really flexible. I think you can put a lot of good characters there and you do perfectly fine. Problem is I don't like Mara in the front row, and I don't like that I need Mara to fully utilize Aquaman's kit. I'm just not a fan of that. So I don't run them at all. Like I run them like sometimes like playtesting and stuff, but as far as like pushing content, I don't really run them. That's fair. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's like certain characters I just don't want to touch because I don't like how they play. Like Jessica's one of them. I really don't like Jessica's playstyle. I mean, from what I heard, she's pretty decent and like she can carry you quite a bit, but I I really don't like her playstyle like at all. So sorry. I didn't have any of the debuff characters in the beginning and never pulled Sinestro, so I stayed with that team. Oh, stayed away from that team. Yeah, you really need Sinestro to make that team function. Otherwise, it just doesn't function. Digits, chatbot. Okay. It in the OBS. Widgets. Check. Widget added. The chat box widget added to the current scene. Why don't you want to work? I'm more scared of Burn and Poison Team than Sack. Yeah. Poison and burn are crazy. Crazy in PvP. Uh Okay, boys, I have no idea what. It's supposed to just add it right in, but I don't know why. The They do amazing, honestly. I've invested heavily in all those teams. Okay. Yeah, SAC's okay. I think there's better performing teams than SAC. Okay. All right, I'm done messing with the chat. I know I've said that like 5 times, but I'm done messing, trying to figure out how to get that chat box. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, this is the debuff team though, man. Like, they're so good. They're so good. A bunch of the endgame players say they're needed for like endgame content, but I mean they could be wrong. I think there's more than one way to skin a cat, but I do think they are really, really good, especially for pushing content. But yeah, I mean, Sinestro, you need Sinestro. If you don't have Sinestro, like the team just doesn't work. Who should I prioritize? DC Superman or Deathstroke? I guess it just depends on what teams you're running. I find Constantine doesn't do enough damage. Yeah, you haven't invested much into Constantine then. Constantine does a butt ton of damage. Mine's rank 10, badge 21. Yeah, badge 21's a little bit low on a DPS. Or crit to attack. You probably want attack gear on him. I run mine 2 speed, 2 crit, and 2 attack. And then my comms piece and my... Well, yeah, so my comms piece is attack percentage, and the necklace, I think, is crit percentage. But he does a butt ton of damage. Especially if you're running, like, the Tana with him. Holy cow. Starting to build Mr. T team and semi-built block team. You're running those 2 teams. If you're already like semi-built the block team, you're gonna invest in Deathstroke. Ooh, I need to rally that. Everybody get on that. We need help. All right, we're gonna do Elseworld now. getting off tonight. Getting off. Ooh, do we just take Aquaman and say GG? Like we just take Aquaman and say GG. Yeah, no problem, bud. What do we need here? I don't like this team setup at all. I think we take Guy. I don't know how well this team's gonna do. This is like the one thing I don't like about Elseworld. I don't like the random teams. In a way, it's kind of cool though. It gives it like that roguelike element. I just don't know if I care for it too much. I like running John Stewart Green Lantern in my block team for when I go against another block team and they end up infinite countering the other Ocean Master until someone dies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I recommend that people build John Stewart for their block team. John Stewart's just an incredible tank right now, and you're going to want to build him up anyway, and he can be put on quite a few different teams. John Stewart's phenomenal. You'll really like him. I need to build my John, honestly. I think I've been holding on to it for too long. I need to build him. Speaking of John, now we win Elseworld. I think we're gonna take Dr. Fate out. Okay, this should work. Ooh, Two-Face would be nice too. Okay. Well, I think we just take Batman. By the way, if you have Weasel and John Stewart on the same team, if Weasel attacks John, John will counterattack the closest enemy. Kind of an interesting interaction. You seem to be playtesting Weasel quite a bit, Runes. Are you a Weasel enthusiast? Increases reflect of front row allies by 30% and max HP. I think that's actually gonna carry us. We'll just take him. Let's get it. Easy win today. Let's go. No, I just got lucky to get him, even though I'm not putting him in desired epics. All right, I got you. I don't know. You bring up Weasel like a lot. I wasn't sure if you were a Weasel enthusiast. All right, we're just gonna pick up the daily items. Skedaddle. I mean, at this point, dude, all I'm doing is building up characters. That's pretty much it. Do I want HP or do I want crit? I think we go for the HP one, just for fun, just to see if we get a percentage roll. Okay, looks like we'll just start getting Robin shards. Ooh, that's a lot. Take it. Ooh, that's Cheshire rank 10 right there. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Cheshire rank 10. Let's go. Can I rank her up? Oh, I can. Let's do it right now. This is the stream highlight right here. Let's go. Cheshire rank 10. Big PP damage. Ooh. Can we level this up again? We can. I don't have enough to badge 30 that though. But we are pretty close. She's almost badge 30. 2 more. To be honest, he's kind of growing to me. To the point I want to rank 10 him before Mr. T. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, but you definitely could. How do you get artifacts? You have to buy the poles in the shop. Yeah, you can buy the poles or you can just spend your gems. So you'll get 1 daily from the shop, which is like your cheaper form, but like it takes forever to do it. You also want to help people do their team ups. So if you go into like team ups, sometimes you'll get rewards for to pull for artifacts. So you want to get in here. You can only do like 2 of these a day, but to help people out. But I usually go in and just help everybody out, just because people need the resources or whatever. And then the other way you can do it is you can just spend gems. I forget how you do it. I don't know why that says under maintenance. You should just be able to spend gems to get a bunch of summons, but I don't know if I'd invest a whole lot of gems into it though. Especially if you're free to play, you really don't want to run out of gems. Really set back your account. Ooh, we're rank 3. Ooh, wee. What's he using? He's using heals in the back? Weirdo. What's he using? This dude, man. This dude has like skyrocketed lately. Doing pretty good here though. I probably should join another league then. They're not very active with team ups. Yeah, it's either a league or just add a bunch of people. If you join the Discord and just say like, hey, can you guys add me? A lot of people will. Because a lot of people want to get their team ups knocked out. So. Ooh, rank 2. Thanks to the rank 10 Cheshire, I'm pretty sure. Pretty crazy, actually. Let's go, boys. Actually, I might be able to get Kyle to rank 9 after this event ends, which will be nice. Ooh, Wonder Woman doing some really, really good damage there. Cheshire with the 46 mil, dude. Let's go. Yeah, we also have, what's it called? We have league recruitment inside of our inside the Discord too. So if you're looking for another league, I'm sure we can find you a place. Although I don't really think a whole lot of people are like recruiting in my Discord, but I'm sure if you asked around, you'd be able to find a good league. I think we're full right now. We got a lot of active people, which is nice, but and then I want to say in the next like month, probably at the end of December, I'm going to start like a free to play account, and we're going to start a new league on that free to play account, so could be a chance for you to join there as well. HP. I need like a lot more crit percentage stuff, man. Kind of holding me back at this point. I just want to strengthen this one. Give me that armor piercing. Ooh, boy. Beg it. Oh, thanks. That would be nice. I feel like I'm missing out on resources. Yeah, you just gotta find an active league. I mean, there's a lot of people that are in your situation where their leagues just aren't really doing anything. Getting close, man. We're gonna get to 300 here pretty soon. Is there another character I wanted to take to rank 10? No, I think we're saving up for Judo and Vigilante now. Yeah, I think that's what we're saving for. All right, let's see. So I think we're gonna hit 1,000 before the event ends. Yeah. So I'll be able to pick up the Vigilante shards, which will be nice. And then they get put into the Mother Box rotation, or the Mother Box for next season. I feel like I'll be able to max them out pretty fast. And plus, I'm saving these too. Saving these so that I can rank up Judo like right away, which would be good. It'll be good. Challenge main stage. Yeah, why not? Let's see if we can pass this. This team's kind of been kicking my butt, though. Maybe we do... Maybe we do this. Let's try it. You got to give it the old college try. Dude, they do so much damage at this rank. Holy cow. Ooh, Swamp Thing gets one shot here? That's not good. Wait, those lineup adjustments was there before? Lineup adjustments? What are we talking about, Runes? Oh, if you're talking about like being able to like change your story progression teams, yeah. Yeah, you can just rotate them around if you want, if you need to. Yeah, you can just move them around. So we're definitely not clearing this one. I think this one's gonna be a while, honestly. The only other thing I can think about is the DCU team here. Yeah, so you just line up teams and you change the order. So we can do DCU team here. I just don't know if they're going to survive this. I always do it manually? Holy cow, you waste a lot of time. Oh, Runes, were you the one that was telling me about 7... No, not 7. What was it? Oh yeah, 7 Nights Rebirth? No, I'm not. Okay. Somebody was telling me about 7 Nights Rebirth, man. That game is awesome. I'm definitely going to start doing content on that game. Especially because, like, at this point I have, like, zero faith that DC's got to pull this game up from the brink of death. So it's always nice to have, like, another reliable game to fall back on. But you should check it out, man. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. All right, collect this resource, and we're gonna get on out of here, boys. I guess we could try this one more time. Since we got Cheshire a little more built now. Yeah, we did a little bit more damage. I'll take it. I'll take it. Damn, dude. Okay. We need to get some more points somewhere. Not there. Maybe Desaad? Take out him, put in Cheshire. Have her ult 3rd. Maybe we get some more damage out of this. I would look to hit that threshold. Is that enough? Oh, dude, we're like a little bit short. Oh my god. Let's try it again. Try it again. Maybe RNG will help us here. Oh, looks like it did. Helped us out a little bit. We'll take it. We'll take it. $65K gold? Not great. I'll take it. I'll take it though. Ooh, we almost have 4 multis for next season. I'm excited. We're definitely getting a legendary next season, I'll tell you that. Definitely getting a legendary. Hopefully it's Peacemaker. I really want a Peacemaker. But alright, boys, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. I appreciate everybody that came out. Man, make sure you guys like the content on the way out. If you have any other questions, make sure you guys join the Discord. I do a lot of like account help there and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, man, make sure you join the Discord. Other than that, man, we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.